Oh man. Got it.
Oh,
Okay. Meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. Hey, hey, hey,
and
fam.
I did change the title. Uncle Mayat, Uncle Mayat. Peace, everybody. Welcome to another episode. Oh my goodness. You know what? I didn't change the title either. So let
Well,
me
it
say
says what?
again.
Sakina-Ra's meeting room.
Yeah, it says meeting room, but either
Oh.
way, welcome to another episode of Smoking Conversations with Sakina-Ra. And tonight, we are going to be talking about, well, we're going to start tonight's show off with talking about what's going on with what's shaking New York. What's shaking New York? I hope everybody's doing well, right? Because that's a lot. Y'all done had a flood, and now y'all done had an earthquake. So peace to everybody in New York. We hope y'all doing well, right? That was pretty deep. What was that? A 4.8
Something like
magnitude?
that.
Yeah,
Yep,
four
4.8.
point eight magnitude, and then it was up to 5.2 in some parts. Yeah,
Well, the way it shook everything, it shook over. Excuse me. Ooh,
bless you.
ooh, excuse me. It shook off and when they drew that line, and you can feel it from Pennsylvania to to Philly to New York. That was man, and all those little cities, nearby. That was wild. And then they said it hadn't shook since the 1700s.
Wow.
So that solar eclipse to me, I think it's the solar eclipse. I think the eclipse, the closer that we're coming into that moment, the closer is, lots of things seem to be going on simultaneously.
Really, you believe that has something to do with it?
Yeah, I really do. I really feel like, the closer that, all three of those um phenomenons that's happening, the earth, the moon, and the sun getting ready to align at once, you better believe some things are affected, because the sun, the earth, and the moon is the reason why we have breath right now living on this planet. Without those, we wouldn't even exist. So if as above, so below, if there is movement above, then there's always going to be movement below.
Well, a lot of people believe that too. So I can't not go with you, right? Um, There's a lot going on. We done had a few earthquakes. Japan had an earthquake a couple of days before that. They got a building over there that look like a tower of pizza,
Oh wow.
right? I believe they still trying to rescue people out of it, or something to that effect. Listen, they still telling people in New York if they notice anything, cracks in the street. I think I seen a swimming pool in the middle of the street. That listen, that mug
Swimming
is still
pool.
open because the hole has got water in it, so ain't no telling the results of that. You know,
Mhm.
because that could be a pipeline. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no telling. We got to think deep with that because they're under there. You know what I'm saying? The street in the city, or how deep there is under there. The cities was built on top of cities, was built on top of cities, so under there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So when you talk about dig, I don't know what they call it here. So if it was Digger's Hotline or whatever, it was trains and all kind of stuff was built under there. Remember, they had to dig up graveyards and move stuff and put stuff over stuff and stuff to move and shift stuff over stuff and that bridge, the bridge that the bridge them Indians tow up. Right, they made sure they said that the bridge them Indians tow up
Yeah,
was actually
yeah. They made sure they said that about the Indians. And
right.
then one Indian got killed out here. You know that? Right after that,
Huh?
one Indian got killed out here. Right after that, right after they aired that crazy, Indian got killed. A young Indian
Really?
man. Yeah, it's bananas. It's like, really, y'all, really? That's what we doing, killing people just because your government is saying, or your local government on top of that, not even the real government, the local government
See?
is like, oh, the Indians did it, so now y'all killing them. It's like,
See?
that's what we doing. Is that what we doing? What is going on? I'm trying to figure that out.
Let me tell you something. It's so crazy. It's so crazy right now. Man, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm so serious. It's so crazy right now. Oh my goodness. Let me put this link in the chat. It's so crazy right now. I'm trying to tell you, listen here. Um,
Mm-mm-mm.
who is that? I gotta let somebody in over here.
Mm-mm. That's me.
Okay, there you go. Um, listen, I don't know what is that you again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's me with this. Instead of me changing my name, that's what I need to go do. Hold on, let me leave and then change my name. Who does that?
You
I
sound
don't know.
like
Talking about some a something. What kind of shit is that?
sound like you do.
Oh my god.
Nobody doesn't like
I be
you.
forgetting you can change. I be forgetting all about you can change the name. If you wouldn't have broke the camera in the first place,
Oh, I broke the camera.
everybody cameras would work.
Well, you know what? It's always me. It had to be me. It had to be me. Somebody had to take the blame. It had to be me. Listen, somebody always got to take. Listen, ooh, this
Mhm.
record, this invitation took all the stuff. I'm trying to tell you,
What you mean?
when it recorded the stuff, it recorded everything.
I told you to be doing that. Yeah, you're recording everything.
Right, I
Facts.
don't want everything. I just wanted, I just want. Okay. Right, I think I just wanted the meeting ID.
There I go. Hmm.
Okay.
Well, make sure you mute that one. I know it
Which
says
one?
right now connecting to audio, but make sure you mute it.
All right, let me copy. I
Okay.
have to copy link. I don't need to do that.
Oh my gosh. Who is this? Now my phone would be ringing.
All right, now.
The way they call my name is somebody who haven't been in touch with me in forever. I can tell you that now. I'm like, I'm getting ready to say, who this? Who this? Do I know you? Ding dong. Do I know you? What you doing, Sakina?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, yeah.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right, now. Girl, I be looking like a tortoise.
Why'd you say that?
You should see how these looks be looking.
Why you say that?
I'm just saying, seriously, it be catching me. I listen
That's
here.
because
When I
that's the
learn how
screen
to
you.
fix,
No, that's the screen you keep it on. And when you because you can change the view right up there. Yeah, you can change the view, but you don't be wanting to do that.
I don't
You
know
can change
how to
this
do
view
it, but
by
when I
all of that. Look
find
at
out,
that. Now you
look
don't look
here.
crazy by yourself. How about that?
I just need to know how to get back in here.
See? Now
I'm
you look.
back.
See? Now there's a whole different view. And ta-da! Oh, how they go. Ugh. This chair is comfortable, not comfortable. You pissing me off.
Okay, now let's say. I don't
What
know
you looking
how
for?
we was able to go to the other screen.
What
I
under
don't know what
view?
I'm looking for.
Under view.
Whatever
Under
it is. Huh? But I'm
view.
on the view.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Right.
I don't understand.
Oh.
Like I don't understand. What's the problem?
um, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, you gotta do
It's
something.
like you know what?
That's bad enough. I'm looking
Um
at two screens.
you okay, I'm sorry. That's probably what it is. I mean, I'm trying to oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. What is this? I shouldn't have did this. There's too many buttons.
Well, why you clicking them? Why you keep clicking them? That's what I'm trying to
I
figure
don't
out.
know. I don't know, but
Stop clicking all them damn buttons.
I know it's too much. I shouldn't. There we go. Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, saved by the bell. I don't know. This is. I shouldn't have did this though,
yeah, you
because now
doing
you're
too
on the
much.
bottom. I'm doing too much. I am. I'm so sorry.
Right, leave them
Um,
damn buttons alone. Damn.
okay. Um. Um.
See, now I can't even see you on this screen, but I can see you on that screen. Sakina,
Wait
I
a
wish you.
minute.
There you
Hold
go.
on.
Thank you. Can you please not click nothing else? Oh my gosh, what you do that for?
So don't touch nothing.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay.
Touch
I see.
something.
No, I see what's going on. You're good.
Touch it or no.
No, stop.
Okay. All right. Touch it, bring, watch it dirty. All right, so can I see anything? Okay, well anyway, um what I'm finna do. So
We was talking about the solar eclipse affecting um along with
everything.
sometimes they talk about the zodiac too, and you have a few people who are who's all like between the Mercury retrograde, which is making people have big time attitude, right? Everywhere you go, people are short tempered with just outrageous ass attitude about every single goddamn thing. And then they're saying
Oh,
that that type of and then the it's something else is circling around in Mars. Mars is the god of war, the god of all things hatred and this, that, and the third. Then,
Come on.
coupled with the solar eclipse, now the Earth is actually, um, oh shucks, it's actually moving. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second, Sakina.
All right.
Okay, Sakina, let me go get my DoorDash. You know how I have to DoorDash. I got a DoorDash on
Okay.
Fridays and Saturdays. Hold on
All
one
right.
second.
Um, well, let's see. We can talk about into it. We could talk about how they're going to be paying for this bridge. And I believe the way they're going to be paying for this bridge is by having um uh they're going to be having peace, brother Brian dog. Um they're going to be having uh Diddy pay for the bridge. That's how I believe that they're going to be having Diddy pay for the bridge. That's what I believe. I believe that the contributions from everything that's going on, that with everything that's going on with Diddy, I believe that that's how they're going to pay for that bridge. With everything that's going on between Diddy and Jay-Z, that's how they're going to be paying for that bridge. Unfortunately, being the richest two men in New York, that's how they're gonna pay for the bridge, especially if they don't get the bucking down on the case with the 22 Indians, right? And that's what they said, not me. That's what they said. They said, again, read the news. They said 22 of them were responsible for the shippeth, the cargo that was the cargo was raggedy. It was not to be driven. It had hiccups and all kind of OSHA. We ain't gonna say OSHA, but it had all kind of things wrong with it where it should not, could not, was not supposed to be driven, ridden, droven, worn, droven, anything. It was not supposed to be used. And either way it go, they used it. It had too many things wrong with it. And they used it anyway. And so when it went off twice, the lights went off. And when the lights went off, they knew that they were not able to stop it from going anywhere. They knew that they were not able to make a turn, steer it, do anything with it. They knew those things. And so what did they do? There was nothing they could do. Once the lights came back on, they were able to do something, steer it in a direction a little bit, but what happened? The lights went right back off. So they lost all power again. When the lights went right back on, it was too late. and they grabbed back steering of it, and the lights went right back off for the second time, and they crashed. And what did they say? 20, what, 5 people died?
Right. Who you talking about? On the bridge?
Yes, on the bridge.
Mm.
5 people died, and they said 6 people died, or yeah, 5 or 6 people died, and 22 Indians were responsible.
Girl, stop it. I hate when they that was the part that got me right there. I'm dead on that. I'm like, wait, what? 20, like, really, y'all? So we gonna do this again? Just like you said, similar to the Boston Tea Party. So we gonna do this again. The Indians don't have shit to do with shit, but yet here they are getting blamed for a bridge, just like they was
No
pulled
matter how
into.
raggedy that boat was and everything else. But let's go even deeper. This is why somebody got to pay for that bridge. That bridge was part of B&O Railroad.
Okay. B&O, you talking about like on Monopoly?
Yes, B&O Railroad, part of the Civil War, part of legacy, part of history, part of the Civil War, part of, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, B&O. People died for that. Slaves got, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's too much happened. And when that bridge went down, it's a song it's a lot of history. This is like somebody tearing down them walls over there where them people, this is how serious it is. You know them Buckingham Palace, them men that and stand there in front of Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
Right. At one point, at one point, at one point in time, if one of them would have cracked a smile or moved or something, they'd have lost their life.
Girl, yeah. It would have been another
So for
civil
them to do
war.
this now, you see what I'm saying? So for them to do this now, you know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, even for a kid, for once in a while for them to do that now, it's kind of, but for somebody to be playing with them and they'll go, ah! Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck you up, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is how serious it is with that bridge,
Yeah.
you know, and so yeah, this how long this bridge been up, right, the Civil War. And so this bridge came down like that song, when the walls come tumbling down, when the walls.
You know what? I can't deal with you. Sakina, what the heck? If you listen, start the show. You ain't too much. And girl,
I
you
listen to
be
that
cracking
song.
up too.
When the
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
walls
Wait a minute.
come
Before we go,
tumbling
before we start
down,
the
when
show,
the
look.
walls.
What did you say about the Pakistani people at the 7-Eleven when we when we come in here? He said what?
Listen, we don't want them to strike us, but we don't need to.
Because this is the irony, y'all. It's always like, a truth is stranger than fiction, right? And so this is one of those moments where this is so absolutely real, but it's the goddamn truth, and it's so much truth in it that it's like, damn, did he really say that? Like, that's real. That's real messed up. If he
Yes,
did, because that says a whole lot. That's saying a lot without saying much.
yes, but they will tell you that in a heartbeat. We don't have to beat you to get rich.
You don't have to beat you to
We don't have to beat you to get money off you.
to rob you.
We don't have to beat you to rob you. We don't have to beat you to rob you.
That's
We
messed
don't have
up.
to beat you to rob you. No, we don't have to beat you to get rich. We don't have to beat you to get rich.
That's messed up. We ain't gotta
Holy
beat
moly,
you.
Jesus.
That's
Yeah, he
banana.
said, we don't have to beat you to rob you. Listen, I've been drinking.
Ooh,
I've
that's
been drinking
bananas.
the berries. I've been drinking the berries of wine. It's
Well, yes,
delicious.
again, whatever you drinking, good Lord.
Let me tell y'all something before we even get started. According to Gemini, I can't read.
Be making up your own words too. Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
You know that part too. I'm Jesse Jackson's little sister. You know that ain't no word, Sakina.
Ain't no word. I mean, just making up your own shit as you go. I
You
understand.
know,
I mean,
I'll be
listen,
like, what?
I know what you be trying to say. It ain't no big deal to me. Some people want to be
My,
politically correct and they want you to say a word right and fucking exact, but it's not that goddamn deep. And I wouldn't care
right.
who I'm
I be
talking
saying
to.
wah
Yeah, it's
wah
not that
wah
deep. Yeah.
wah wah wah.
I mean, if you
And you be
mispronunciate a
like,
word,
what?
we know what you're trying to talk about. We know what you're trying to say.
Right.
So,
I know I be saying liffigus. I know I be saying liffigus. And you be like, ain't no liffigus. It's a liffigus.
no,
And
I'll
I'm
be like,
like, what
ain't
else?
no T in that word, Sakina, or ain't no R in that word. How you gonna put a whole R in the damn word? Ain't got not one R in it.
Ain't no R in stratosphere. I'm like, oh, what I said.
No, no. See here, no, no. Ain't no, this is you. No. Ain't no R in that stratosphere, in that status. No, that's when you put the R. It's stratus, not the status. You just be and then you be like the
Right.
stratospheric. And then you be like the stratospheric or the stratospherical.
I be in the
Ain't no
in the still of
stratosphere and no stratospheric and spherical, and I'll be like, oh my gosh. But I be
in the
understanding,
still
so
of
don't bother me. Don't bother me.
you like
Whatever.
in the still of and you be like in the still of Ain't no stiller in Fafical. Peace, prophet man, yay! How are you?
Tell Prophet Man, hit the link. Hit the
Okay,
link.
guys.
Come on up. We have to talk to you. We haven't talked to you in a while, so we need to chit chat about a few things.
Yeah. Listen, we finna get started too.
Yeah,
Yeah, what
yeah,
time?
we can get
Listen,
it
I'm
cracking. Yeah,
sorry. Okay, listen.
yeah.
Listen, reading is so fundamental, and I'm not gonna lie. I am fun with my mental.
Ay, ay,
But
ay.
listen, it's the science. It's the science that be really kind of, it's a tongue twister. It's like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers,
Hell
but
no!
ain't
Look how you said that. You don't even say them other words right. It'd be way shorter.
listen, but the part is nobody knows how many peppers that Peter Piper picked. And that's the point. Right. And so when we be coming up with all this foolery, that's what be throwing me off. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But let's move forward. Okay, so y'all ready? Yes, I am. All right, so we're gonna get into it again with some
Let's
more of
get
this
into it.
fantastic, right? Because as above, so below, and we're gonna listen. We're putting pieces together, y'all. Understand, right? So I hope y'all putting all this thing together so we can see where we're at in the end, right? It's almost like we're building a bear.
Kidnap.
Well, I was hoping you could, honestly. So
Mm-mm-mm.
let me know. All
See?
right, let me know.
Okay.
What? You see my screen? What is going on?
Nothing. It's moving. I mean, you didn't want this screen? And you know what? We do this every damn week. I'm gonna shut up this week and I'm gonna let you
Wait a
handle this.
minute.
Handle this, boo. You got it.
I'm wondering why my screen look like this though. Why is
You are fine.
my
We are
whole screen look
fine.
like this?
But it's good on our side. That's all that
All right.
matters.
All right, so let's rock. Um
Um. Oh, that's so cute, Sakina. The hum.
all right. Now, the phenomenon known as the hum. All right. So have you ever heard of the earth singing a song? This a song known as a tune of the hum. Believe it or not, indeed, it's a real sense that is reported by individuals who perceive a persistent low frequency noise, and that while the cause of this hum remains unclear, it's a subject of a scientific investigation, and its experience to those who have heard it is genuine. And numerous people around the world report hearing the hum and described it as a low frequency sound, and it's similar to a hum or a buzz, and it's a pulsating noise. And the reports come from individuals across different geographic locations, and the demographics suggest that the hum is a real phenomenon experienced by subsets of a population. Now, however, it's important to note that the perception of the hum is subjective, and it means that not everybody can hear it. And the intensity of the characteristics may vary among individuals. And additionally, despite the efforts to investigate its cause, there's no universal acceptance explanation for the hum, and the various hypotheses have been proposed, including natural environments of psychological factors. In summary, while the hum is a real phenomenon reported by some individuals, the cause and the natural continues to be a topic by scientific inquiry, and it's a debate. Now, the subject perceptions is that the experience of hearing the hum is subjective, meaning that it's perceived different by different individuals. Some people may be sensitive to the low frequency sound, or it may be noted to be more readily, while others may not hear the hum at all. So, subjective nature of perception, and it could lead to discrepancy in reporting. Confirmed biases is that once people become aware of the hum phenomenon, they may become more attuned to low frequency sounds in their environment. And this is heightened awareness that can lead to them noticing sounds they may not have paid attention to before, contributing to the perception that the hum is widespread. The community on the online forums is that the internet provided a platform for individuals to connect and share their experiences with the hum. And the online forums of the social media groups dedicated to discussing the hum allow people from different regions to come together and realize that they share similar experiences. Now you can stop me at any time you want to ask me something.
I asked you this before you even started. This is not what you
Okay.
told me.
No, it is. It is. It is. Just
No,
wait.
it's not at all.
No,
Because I
it is.
asked you
It is.
this.
Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
Okay, I'm
So
waiting for it.
the
I'm gonna
origin
wait
is
for
not.
it. I'm gonna wait
No,
for it.
okay, just wait. Just wait. The origin of the hum is not fully understood. And so it can create a sense of validation and it's a reinforce a belief that the hum is widespread phenomenon. And the localized sources is some causes that the hum may be attributed to localized sources of low frequency noises in the environment, such as industry machinery, electrical infractures, or a natural phenomenon. While the sources may not be audible to everyone, it can be perceived by individuals that it's living in a close proximity, close to them. Just saying that it's something within the area, something like that.
Well, no, listen, I'm gonna share this with you. So I was listening to some podcast earlier this week, and the lady was talking about this exact thing. And to her, the
Mm-hmm.
hum was an irritating noise. And she kept saying, there's this irritating noise. Like you can't see it, I can't explain it, but it's there. You know it in the pit of your stomach. It's there. And she kept on, talking about this hum that
Right.
she was hearing. And so to some people, like when it makes that statement that some people can hear it, some people can't, even when some people do hear it, it is a irritating noise to them. You
Come
see what
on.
I'm saying? It's not even a calming or a relaxing noise to them because some people can hear it. I promise you. I mean, this is wild to me that we're talking about this because someone had just mentioned this earlier this week about hearing this persistent hum kind of noise, but to her, it was just very distracting, very irritating.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, the question was, does the equator produce a unique noise?
This good.
However, the regions near the equator can have distant sound escapes they're influenced by the geographical
There,
features. Their
that's an important word.
geographical features, the ecosystems, and the human activities. Here are some factors that may contribute to the ambient noises near the equator. So you have tropical rainforests and many equator regions that are covered by dense tropical rainforests, such as the Amazon rainforests in South Africa, the
America.
Congo rainforests. Oh, I'm sorry, South America, the Congo rainforests in Africa, and the forests in Southeast Asia. Let's say Asia. And you have these areas can be incredibly loud due to the diverse array of wildlife, including birds, insects, frogs, and mammals, as well as the consistent hum of insects and the rustle of vegetation. You have rivers and waterways. The equator
Yeah,
the
equatorial.
equatorial regions often have
Equatorial.
equatorial. Ain't that T?
No, ain't no G in that word.
Equator, huh?
Equatorial. The equatorial
Equatorial.
region.
Well, equatorial regions often have numerous rivers, streams, and waterfalls. The water bodies can produce various sounds from the gentle flows of waters to the roaring of waterfalls. Cultural and urban noise. Near the equator, you find bustling cities and towns where human activities contributes contributes to the ambience noise. This includes traffic, people talking, music, and other urban sounds. All right. So you also have ocean sounds with the equatorial regions. I'm sorry. Our coastal border, the vast expanse of the ocean The sounds of waves crashing against the shore, as well as the marine life, such as whales and dolphins, can be prominent in these areas. You have the weather phenomena. How is that right?
Phenomena. Phenomena.
Phenomena. Okay, and then you have the equatorial regions often experience thunderstorms and heavy rainfall, particularly during certain seasons. Thunder and lightning and heavy rain can add to the overall noise level. Then you have jungle sounds. In addition to the sounds of wildlife, equatorial jungle can produce other distinctive noises such as the creaking of trees, the snapping of branches, and occasional roar of larger animals like monkeys or big cats. Overall, the noise near the equator can vary greatly depending on the specific location, time of day, and the environmental conditions. The hum, which is sometimes described as a low frequency noise, can be heard in certain locations.
They broke that down, didn't they?
So the equator itself doesn't produce a unique noise. However, the hum is not exclusive to the equator and can be reported in various parts of the world. So the hum is described by some people as a persistent low frequency noise resembling a hum, buzz, or a pulsating sound, and is often described as similar to the sound of a distant engine idling or a low frequency throb. People who hear the hum often report it as the most noticeable indoor, especially at night, and it can be difficult to pinpoint its source. There isn't a universal accepted explanation for the hum, and is still a subject of debate among researchers. Some hypotheses suggest that it could be related to a natural phenomenon such as geological processes or atmosphere disturbance, while others process it might be caused by human-made sources, such as industrial equipment or electrical infractures, regardless of its
Infrastructure.
cause.
Yeah.
Infractures, I'm sorry. Infractures.
Infrastructure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Infrastructure. I'm sorry. And regardless of the cause, the hum is typically not related to the equator significantly. Significantly. It has
Specifically.
what I said. Oh, specifically.
Significantly.
I'm sorry. I said right. It's not related to the equator specifically. It has been reported in various locations around the world, including both urban and rural areas.
I agree with that because those electrical grids make a humming noise.
Right.
Welcome to Smokin' Conversations with Sakina-Ra as we go into the mysteries of the stillness of the night, when the world appears to be lost in slumber. A persistent, low-frequency noise, almost like a distant diesel engine idling, pervades the silence. What was that noise, an alien? Sakina! All right, Gemini. I'm sorry, let's continue. This elusive sound, known to many as the hum, has been a source of intrigue and mystery for decades. This isn't a figment of imagination, nor a product of auditory hallucination. The hum is a real phenomenon, and it's not confined to the equator. From Bristol in the United Kingdom to Taos in New Mexico, the reports of the hum are widespread. A soft, rhythmic drone, an incessant mechanical hum, or a faint rumble in the distance. The descriptions may vary, but the experiences are eerily similar. Take, for instance, Katie from Bristol, who describes the hum as a relentless pulsating drone. It's like a truck idling outside your house, but you go outside and there's nothing there, she says. It's unnerving. It's there when you go to bed and it's there when you wake up. Across the pond, John from Taos, New Mexico, shares a similar experience. It's a low-frequency hum, almost like a distant diesel engine. It's constant and it's everywhere. No matter where you go, it follows. And it's not just Katie and John. Thousands around the world have reported hearing the hum. Yet its source remains a mystery. Some attribute it to industrial equipment, others to tinnitus, and some even phenomenon, but one thing is certain. The hum is real, and it's a global phenomenon. It's not a creation of the human mind, nor is it limited to any geographical boundaries. The hum transcends borders, cultures, and languages. It is a universal enigma that continues to baffle us. If you've encountered the hum, if this inexplicable low-frequency noise has been a part of your life, share your experience. The more we share, the more we learn, and possibly we could unravel the mystery of the hum together. Remember, the hum is real. It's not a product of our imagination. It's not confined to the equator. It's a global phenomenon, an auditory puzzle that we are yet to solve. As the world sleeps, the hum continues to resonate, a mysterious symphony in the silence of the night. Hope you enjoyed, and for more, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification to stay tuned with Smokin' Conversations with Sakina-Ra, sponsored by Silverback Nations. We appreciate you.
Girl, that lady was killing it. The light was flashing. She was like, "It's there when I go to bed, but when I lay down, when I go outside, it's not
Welcome
there."
to Smokin' Conversations with Sakina.
So, the hum is a term that's used to describe the mysterious low-frequency noise that's sometimes reported by people in different parts of the world, as we know. And here's a more detailed explanation. We know that the characteristics of the hum is often described as persistent low-frequency sounds, and it's typically not audible to everyone. So it's often listened to the sound of a distant engine running, low-frequency throbs, or a deep hum. Some people describe it as rhythmic, resembling a heartbeat or a pulsating sensation. The perception individuals who report hearing the hum usually describe it as being most noticeable indoors, particularly at night when ambient noises levels are low. It can be difficult to pinpoint the source or the sound, and it may appear to be coming from all directions. The variability in the intensity and frequency of the hum can vary among individuals over time, and some report experiencing continuously, while others may hear it intermittently. Additionally, the perception of the hum may vary in different locations under different environmental conditions. So the possible causes, the exact cause of the hum remains uncertain, and this is subjective of the ongoing scientific investigation. So various hypotheses have been proposed, including natural phenomena, and some researchers suggest that the hum could be related to natural processes such as geological movement or atmospheric phenomena. For example, it's been proposed that certain seismic, let me get that right, seismic, thank you, or infer sound waves could produce vibrations that perceived as the hum. Human-made sources. Others speculate the hum may be caused by human-made sources. We're again going with the industry machines, electrical infrastructure, such as the transformers or the power lines, or even certain types of ventilation systems. We got psychological fractures. Some researchers suggest that the psychological fractures such as heightened sensitivity to low frequency sounds or auditory hallucinations could play a role in the perception of the hum for some individuals. You got geographical distribution, and the reports of the hum have been documented in various countries around the world, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And it appears to have affect both the urban and the rural areas, although the prevalence and the intensity may vary. Could this be spiritual or terrestrial sign.
Hmm.
Overall, the hum remains a mysterious phenomenon, and further research is needed to better understand its cause and effects or individuals who experience it. While the cause of the hum remains subjected of debate and ongoing research, there has to be several scientific studies and investigations conducted to better understand the phenomenon. And here are some examples of the research on the hum. So you had the University of Bristol studies in 2003, and the research at the University of Bristol conducted a study on the hum in the United Kingdom, and the survey residents who reported hearing the hum found that many of them experienced symptoms such as sleep disturbance, headaches, and stress. The study suggested that the hum could be associated with low frequency noises from the industrial sources or the environmental factors. You had the University of Auckland studies in 2006, and that was a study conducted by researchers at the University of Auckland in New Zealand, investigated the hum phenomenon in the Auckland region, and it was a study examined that reported that the hum was from residents and analyzed environmental noises that data to identify potential sources. Let me move forward. I got it popping in my damn ear. While no definitive cause was identified to suggest that the hum could be linked to a combination of natural and human-made factors. Ooh, is this moving that slow?
No, it says the University of Salford study in 2014.
Okay, the University of Stafford studies in 2014. The researchers at the University of Stafford in the United Kingdom conducted a study to investigate the psychological effects of the hum on the effects of individuals. The study surveyed individuals who reported hearing the hum and their assets. They assessed
Assess.
that their psychological well-being, sleep quality, and perceived stress levels. Their findings suggested that the individuals who experienced the hum reported high levels of stress and low-level sleep quality compared to the control groups. In the University of California Davis studies in 2016, the study conducted a research of the University of California Davis, and they examined the potential health effects of the exposure to low frequency noises, including the hum. And the study reviewed existing literature on the psychological and the physiological and the psychological effects on the low frequency noises, and highlighted the need for further research to better understand the impact on the human health. I'm sorry. And these studies represented just a few examples of the research conducted on the hum phenomenon. And while no definitive conclusion had been reached, ongoing scientific investigation aimed to better understand the causes and effect on the mysterious phenomenon.
Yeah, I'm glad they said that it was physiological because, it could just be now that, going through this slide, kind of just when people are resting, you hear a hum, right? Because you could
Yeah,
be tired, probably the less sleep you get or the more tired you are, you hear that humming sound. And people who sleep just fine, that's why they don't hear it at all sometimes. Or, like they said,
they still hear
intermittently,
it.
you
Yeah, they
know,
still will hear it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you hear that ringing in your ear,
right,
or you hear that
exactly.
right, exactly. And so they still
Exactly.
will hear it no matter what. So,
And it
um,
don't I mean, and like they said, for some people will last a really long time. It's even, it's bother, it's messing with their sleep, right? So it's like
yeah,
literally waking them up or keeping them up where they can't even get, a good quality or solid rest. And this is where they
exactly,
come in and they say mattresses matter, right? What type of mattress you sleep on, your pillow,
exactly.
all that kind of, a lot of other factors as well. But that's what that physiological, is going
Right.
to, it embodies all of those things. So I'm glad it mentioned that.
Right. Right. So the hum indeed is a real experience reported by some individuals, but the exact cause and natural remains unclear. And here's why so many people report hearing it, even though its origin is not fully understood. Subjective perception is the experience of hearing the hum, and subjective meaning that is perceived differently by different individuals. Excuse me. Some people may be more sensitive to low frequency sounds or may notice them more readily, while others may not hear the hum at all. This is subjective nature of perception can lead to discrepancies in reporting. Confirmation bias. Once people may become aware of the hum phenomenon, they may become more attuned to low frequency sounds in their environment. This highlights the awareness can be led to them noticing sounds they may not have paid attention to before, contributing to the perception that the hum is widespread. Localizing sources. In some cases, the hum may be attributed to a localized source of low frequency noises in the environment, such as industrial machinery, electrical infrastructures, or natural phenomenon. While these sources may not be audible to everyone, they can be perceived by individuals living in close proximity to them. Community and online forums. The internet has provided a platform for individuals to connect and share their experiences with the hum, and the online forums and the social media groups dedicated to discussing the hum allows the people from the different groups and regions to come together and realize they share the same similar experiences. This creates a sense of validation and reinforce the belief that the hum is a widespread phenomenon. The physical factors such as the stress, the anxiety, and the what is this called? Hypercussions. The
Um,
hypercussions.
oh yeah, I don't know what that is. Hypercosis or
Yeah.
hypercusis.
Hyperkeshas, such as sensitivity to the sounds, can influence the perception of the hum for some individuals. Stresses in the environment or person of life may heighten sensitivity to low frequency sounds, leading to perception of the hum where none may exist objectively. Overall, while the hum is a real phenomenon experienced by some individuals, its widespread occurrence and exact cause may remain subjective of debate and scientific investigation, and it's essential to approach reports of the hum with critical thinking and to consider various factors that it may contribute to its perception.
Okay, so wait, that word right there, I know what that is now. Hyperacusis. Sakina, go back. Gosh.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so hyperacusis, and then it says increased sensitivity to sound. Like
Right.
acute,
Right.
ACUTE. Yeah. So
Um,
hyperacusis, because that word acusis and sensitivity to sound is the same.
right.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sensitive to sound.
No, I'm just equating the word with hyperacusis when they're saying increased sensitivity is like the word acute.
Right.
You
Like
know,
you hear that real fine.
no
Like when you take
acute,
that ear test.
no acute, just meaning that you can't. They're trying to make sure that your ears can't hear. And when they're saying hyperacusis, meaning that when it's hyper is increased, and then acusis meaning a sensitivity to an ear. It's that's why it's sensitive because it's hyper.
Exactly. Right. So this is what I'm saying. I'm comparing it to the ear test. You know how you take the ear test and they give you those real low sounds, and the ones you almost can't hear, and they say, let me know if you can hear this. Right. That's why I'm going with that.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
Right.
Well, girl, that for me, that'd be the eye doctor. I can't see none of them letters.
Right. The bottom line where it say, tell me what it's saying, it say, I can't see a thing.
Can't see none of that.
Right,
Just
in the real, it says real little letters. And then when they give you a pair of glasses, you put them on, and what it say? I can't see a thing. It say read line 4, and you be like IW5. And then when he finally fix the glasses for you, he say, what is read it now? And then you read it, be a whole sentence, say, I can't see a thing.
Oh, girl, I'll be for real about it. I'll be like, don't ask me to look at the big letters or the little letters. Just, run that little machine, give me my glasses, because I'm ready to go.
That's what
I can't see it. Don't ask me. Just skip that whole part, and yeah.
We be looking straight up crazy.
On this journey with Sakina-Ra, let's imagine for a moment that the Earth has a pulse, a heartbeat of sorts that reverberates through the atmosphere. Astonishingly, this isn't far from the truth. This pulse, known as the Schumann resonances, is an intriguing natural phenomenon that encapsulates our planet. Named after physicist Winfried Otto Schumann, these resonances are not mere figments of science fiction, but actual electromagnetic waves that bounce between the Earth and the ionosphere. Think of it as a giant echo chamber, with our planet and its surrounding layer of charged particles playing a cosmic game of ping-pong. These resonances are not static. They fluctuate, hovering around a frequency of 7.83 Hertz. That's about the same frequency as our brainwaves when we're in a relaxed, meditative state. Fascinating, isn't it?
Yes.
How the Earth's natural rhythm mirrors our own. Now let's turn our attention to another intriguing concept, the J cycles. The J cycles, or juggler cycles, are economic cycles that last for about 9 to 10 years. They were named after the French economist Clement Juglar, who discovered them. Think of these cycles as the economic heartbeat of society, fluctuating between periods of expansion and contraction. But what if we took these economic pulses and applied them to other areas of life? Enter rhythmies, a concept that explores the rhythms and patterns in everything from music to architecture, from the human body to the cosmos. Rhythmies is a study of the inherent patterns found in nature and human-made structures. Lastly, we come to Jack Oliver's theories. A renowned geologist, Oliver proposed the concept of the pulse, suggesting that the Earth's crust experiences periodic episodes of increased tectonic activity. In simple terms, our planet has its rhythms, its cycles of activity and quiet. In summary, the Schumann resonances represent the Earth's electromagnetic heartbeat, while the J cycles depict the economic heartbeat of society. Rhythms explores the inherent patterns found in everything around us, and Jack Oliver's theories suggest that our planet experiences its cycles of activity. Together, these concepts remind us of the interconnectedness of everything. They underscore the rhythms and cycles that underpin life on Earth. From the economic ebb and flow to the pulsating rhythm of our planet's crust. They show us that our world is not a chaotic jumble of random events, but a beautifully orchestrated dance of patterns and rhythms. So the next time you feel the rhythm of your heartbeat or the rhythm of a song, remember, you're part of a bigger dance, a cosmic ballet, where everything from the Earth's crust to the economy moves in an intricate pattern. And isn't that a wondrous thought to ponder? We hope you enjoyed this experience and topic, and thank you for your participation. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification to stay tuned for more Smoking Conversations with Sakina-Ra, brought to you by Back Nations. We appreciate you.
Sakina, that was so good. Can we run that? Can you run that back?
I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back in the chat.
How many people in the chat? Because if it ain't that many people in the chat, we can run it back.
All right, I'm gonna run it back for you.
Yes, thank you.
On this journey with Sakina-Ra, let's imagine for a moment that the Earth has a pulse, a heartbeat of sorts that reverberates through the atmosphere. Astonishingly, this isn't far from the truth. This pulse, known as the Schumann resonances, is an intriguing natural phenomenon that encapsulates our planet. Named after physicist Winfried Otto Schumann, these resonances are not mere figments of science fiction, but actual electromagnetic waves that bounce between the Earth and the ionosphere. Think of it as a giant echo chamber, with our planet and its surrounding layer of charged particles playing a cosmic game of ping-pong. These resonances are not static. They fluctuate, hovering around a frequency of 7.83 Hertz. That's about the same frequency as our brainwaves when we're in a relaxed, meditative state. Fascinating, isn't it? How the Earth's natural rhythm mirrors our own. Now let's turn our attention to another intriguing concept, the J-cycles. The J-cycles, or juggler cycles, are economic cycles that last for about 9 to 10 years. They were named after the French economist Clement Juglar, who discovered them. Think of these cycles as the economic heartbeat of society, fluctuating between periods of expansion and contraction. But what if we took these economic pulses and applied them to other areas of life? Enter rhythmies, a concept that explores the rhythms and patterns in everything from music to architecture, from the human body to the cosmos. Rhythmies is a study of the inherent patterns found in nature and human-made structures. Lastly, we come to Jack Oliver's theories. A renowned geologist, Oliver proposed the concept of the pulse, suggesting that the Earth's crust experiences periodic episodes of increased tectonic activity. In simple terms, our planet has its rhythms, its cycles of activity and quiet. In summary, the Schumann resonances represent the Earth's electromagnetic heartbeat, while the J-cycles depict the economic heartbeat of society. Rhythms explores the inherent patterns found in everything around us, and Jack Oliver's theories suggest that our planet experiences its cycles of activity. Together, these concepts remind us of the interconnectedness of everything. They underscore the rhythms and cycles that underpin life on Earth. From the economic ebb and flow to the pulsating rhythm of our planet's crust, they show us that our world is not a chaotic jumble of random events, but a beautifully orchestrated dance of patterns and rhythms. So the next time you feel the rhythm of your heartbeat or the rhythm of a song, remember, you're part of a bigger dance, a cosmic ballet, where everything from the Earth's crust to the economy moves in an intricate pattern. And isn't that a wondrous thought to ponder? We hope you enjoyed this experience and topic, and thank you for your participation. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification to stay tuned for more with Smoking Conversations with Sakina-Ra, brought to you by Silentback Nations. We appreciate you.
I really hate he said Silentback. Peace, nephew. Peace, nephew Jay.
On this journey with Sakina-Ra, let's imagine.
I like when it says that. I like when it said that, the Earth is more than just an echo chamber, because the echo chamber is a word that, this collective use all the time. And, today was the first day that I've heard echo chamber, put in its proper content.
Well, right, because it's it's deeper than that.
Exactly. They're just throwing that word around, echo chamber, and here it is connected to a much deeper thing than that. Like, wow,
it is.
Yeah, so I'm like.
So now we're rolling into our pulse. So the Schumann resonance resonance. I hope I said it right.
Resonances or resonance.
Resonance is a scientific concept that sometimes is referred to as the Earth's heartbeat. Okay, and this is the Schumann resonances. Resonance. I'm sorry. And this is the electromagnetic resonance. And it's in the Earth's ionosphere. Come on, read that.
It's okay.
Thank you.
These are electromagnetic resonances in the Earth's ionosphere, primarily driven by lightning discharges. The frequencies of the resonances are extremely low, ranging from approximately 7.83 hertz to 33.8 hertz. Some people have likened these resonances to the Earth's natural frequency or heartbeat. The fact that the Earth has a pulse every 26 seconds was discovered in the early 1960s. The pulse was first recorded by an American seismologist, Jack Oliver, who, among other things, did important work for the development of the theory of the plate tectonics and worked on the recording atomic and worked on recording the atomic bomb explosions using seismic waves. So the JC cycles and rhythms. The Earth also has various natural cycles and rhythms, such as the seasons, oceans, tides, and climate patterns. These recurring patterns can be metaphorically compared to the beating of a heart with periods of activity and rest.
Come on. And so with this, to notice that it had every 26 seconds.
Right.
Right.
Facts.
To know it was a semistic a wave or a rhythm. This was known to be the pulse or a heartbeat every 26 seconds.
Mm-mm.
So this was the sound that they were hearing. In these areas that they were hearing. So now, my posed question I want y'all to think about as we move forward is that same noise or that wow. Remember the wow?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because now it was a wow sound that they heard in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Deeper into space. Yeah. Yeah.
All right? But now we're in the innermost sphere. So let's continue.
Ionosphere.
Come on. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
So we have another interpretation of the Earth's heartbeat that relates to a healthy and stable a stability of the planet's ecosystem, just as the heartbeat is essential for the health in the living organism. The functioning of the Earth's various interconnection systems, e.g., atmosphere, oceans, forests, and are vital for sustaining life on the planet. Monitoring changes in these systems can be seen checking the Earth's vital signs. The Earth,
Checking the Earth signs. Yeah, that's
right?
good.
So the Earth got vital signs.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's really good.
Right. So we got plate tectonics. Right. So we always keep talking about the hemisphere. Right. But when we talk about the hemisphere, a lot of people want to go around the hemisphere. The hemisphere is quite important. Oliver's work in the seismology, the seismology, the
Well, you will be
systematic.
talking about closer to Pangea when you talk about plate tectonics.
Exactly.
That's
But
what
we always
Pangea.
talk about the metasphere, what we talking about.
No,
You know,
so when he uses seismology and equipment, he is going into the Earth to
right,
measure.
exactly. Come on, because you got to go into the hemisphere. And when you talk about the hemisphere, you're talking about the equator. When you talk about the equator, we talking about Mesoamerica. We talking about Mesoamerica. We talking about Mesopotamia. We talking about, you see what I'm saying? But we always got to get into the middle of something. You see? We got to think
Well,
outside.
okay, well, wait a minute. We're trying to put this together now. Okay, now what you said, okay, what you said and what this is talking about, you do realize there's two different things.
This
They're
is the
just saying
Earth's
that,
core.
yeah, he studies the inner Earth, and the rest of that is the outer Earth. So even the
Okay, but this
hemisphere
is
is
the
the
Earth's
outer
core,
Earth,
the plate
not
tectonics.
the inner
All
Earth.
of this we're talking about is the Earth's core. Right here, what we're going
Right.
into right now is the
Right.
Earth's core. So this is the only thing I'm talking about right here is the Earth's core. And this part right here is this the only part we're talking about. That's all I'm talking about right here.
Okay.
So
No,
not
I'm
only are we talking
following.
about the middle
I'm with
of
you.
the
I'm with you.
okay. So when we talk about the Otto's work and the seismology, how you say it, seismology?
Seismology.
Seismology played a crucial role in supporting the emerging theory of the plate tectonics. The analyzing
By
seismic,
analyzing.
seismic, what?
Yeah, by analyzing. That's a
By
crucial word.
analyzing
Yeah.
seismic data, he helped it provide evidence for the movement of the tectonic plates and the associated phenomena such as earthquakes, volcanic activity, and mountain building. And that was phenomenal itself, right? Because we know that the tectonic plates help to make those mountains shift. And that's how they rise every, you know what I'm saying, with the K2, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and probably that's how they was able to. And I don't even know if they even got a heads up on that earthquake that happened in New York today. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, they have
But
equipment. They have equipment that will catch it before it comes, but they don't just. But they don't have a system that will alert everybody that an earthquake is
right.
coming.
But they well the better all part was they at least knew how much it was, the magnitude and whatever and what have
Yeah,
you.
they're gonna always
Right.
know that. Yeah, because they have been improving that technology every
Yeah.
year, every year,
Yeah.
every year.
Because
So
remember the last video, I'm sorry.
even as this video, when this video was made, they've been improving it ever since.
Right, but with the last video, we know that we know where the things are. Remember, we had they let us know where they have 4 machines operative where we know where they are that monitors this, that, and the other.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah.
um
For they were for telescopes with another device. Oh gosh, it
mhm,
was combined. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So let's roll out on this. We almost done anyway. Where were we at with the earthquakes, volcano, and
The
mountain
seismic
building?
monitoring of the atomic bomb explosions.
Yeah, so his research contributed to our understanding of the Earth's dynamic crustal movements and the processing that's driven them. The systematic monitoring of the atomic bomb explosion, right, during the Cold War era, Oliver was involved in researching related to the monitoring of the nuclear war weapons testing, and he worked on recording and analyzing the systematic wave generating by the atomic bomb explosion. This work was part of efforts to develop methods for detecting and monitoring the nuclear tests conducted by various nations, and Oliver's expertise in seismology was invaluable in this context, as seismic monitoring provided by non-invasive means of detecting underground nuclear explosions. Jack Oliver's contributions in both the theory of the plate tectonics and the monitoring of nuclear explosions underscore the broad range of scientific interests and the impact of research in various fields. His work helped advance our understanding of fundamental Earth processes and contributed to more applications in national security and international diplomacy. While these comparisons provide interesting perspectives on the interconnectedness and dynamism on the Earth system, it's essential to recognize that they are metaphors rather than literal descriptions. The Earth is not a living organism, in the same sense as a human or an animal, and it does not have a literal heartbeat. Jack Oliver made a significant contribution to develop of the theory of the plate tectonics and conducted important research on recording atomic bomb explosions using seismic waves. So, does the earth have a pulse? Indeed. Jack Oliver's contribution to both the theory and the plate tectonics and the monitoring of the nuclear explosion were pivotal in advancing to our understanding of the Earth and the dynamics, as well as addressing the global security concerns during the Cold War era. His research not only provided key insights to the movement of the tectonic plates and the seismic activity, but also helped develop technologies for detecting and monitoring nuclear tests, contributing to the effort aimed at promoting arms control and non-proliferations. Oliver's legacy continued to inspire and guide scientists in their quest to unravel the mysteries of our planet and addressing pressing global challenges. So again, does the earth have a pulse? In metaphorical sense, yes. Some people describe the earth as having a pulse or a heartbeat to convey its dynamic and interconnected nature. Nature. Let's say it, nature. I'm sorry. This metaphor is often used to describe a various cynical and rhythmic phenomenon on Earth, such as the movement of the tectonic plates, the circular of oceans and currents, and let me move this, hold on. And currents and fluctuations of climate patterns and renaissances and in the earth inospheres like the Schumann renaissances.
Ooh, Sakina, you done told some of them words up. You caught seismic, you systemic, systematically.
Mimics. Listen, the best part is it's called I got the resources in here. Because listen, for example,
that one word though, non-proliferation. We're gonna that's our dictionary word for tonight that we're gonna look up because what is non-proliferation?
For example, the Schumann renaissances are electromagnetic renaissances in the earth inosphere. Ionosphere, primarily driven by lightning discharges, and have been compared to the Earth's natural frequency or heartbeat. Additionally, the Earth system have made various natural cycles and rhythms such as seasons, oceans, tides, and climate oscillations. How you say that? Oscillations.
Mm-hmm.
Which can be metaphorically likened to the beating of a heart with periods of activity and rest. While these comparisons serve as a poetic expression of the Earth's dynamic nature, it's essential to recognize the Earth is not a living organism in the same sense as a human or animal. Thus, it does not have the literal, physiological, psychological pulse or heartbeat. However, the metaphorical use or a term like a pulse or a heartbeat can help us appreciate the interconnectedness and vitality of the Earth's system. Would this be considered the hum? Believe it or not, the answer is yes. Every 26 seconds, small tremors could occur. Small tremors occur inside the Earth like a pulse. or a heartbeat. It's remarkable that these tremors occur in such a regular way and have done so for many decades, said geologist Lars Edvin Egeland. The pulse. The pulse of the earth is a central theme. Yara's campaign of the ambition growing of the nature positive food future. To learn about the science behind the pulse, Yara spoke with Lars Evan Aguilar, associate professor in the Department of the Geoscience at University of Solo. Argelon of works with geochronological
Chronological.
chronologically. How you say that? Chronology. That's so ugly.
I know I can't
Chronology
see it. What? Yeah, chronological.
and studies and the timing of the various events throughout geo, geographical time, ranging from how the Earth content had formed on how climate had changed over time. And Ogden finds the phenomenon of the 26-second pulse fascinating and exciting. And so you can call that kind of pulse, you may call it a kind of pulse. The earth crust has a regular tremors. They call it so small that they do not pose a threat as real earthquakes can. That's what one of them said.
Mm.
It's from the article. Let me back up.
Okay, I was looking up the two words that I wanted to sit here and look up for the night because they're, like, what is this? What is that?
Okay. So, for example, the Schumann Renaissances were electromagnetic resonances in the Earth hemisphere. Oh, did we read this?
What? Yeah,
Wait a
some of
minute.
this is repeating itself. It's repeating itself.
I went one page back too fast. I said this page, and then I went.
Nope. It's over.
This
That's
one right
it. That's
here.
the last page. That's the first page you read right there. That's the second page.
No, this is the one I'm supposed to be at right here.
Okay.
Ogden explains that every 26 seconds, the pulse on the Earth from every 26 seconds, the pulse from the Earth is captured by seismic situations around the world. The signals are most evident in West Africa, North America, and Europe. The pulse is one of the few signals been generated regularly, clearly, and accurately. It is unclear what the cause may be, but there are various possible explanations, including ocean waves, volcanoes, and pressure buildups and release within water-filled cracks and sedimentary layers below the seabed. What it says?
Hold
Sedimentally.
on. Wait a minute. I'm
Sedimentary.
lost where you were. You on the second
Right
paragraph
here
or the first?
in the first one.
Oh, okay.
Sedimentary. Is
Yeah,
that what it's?
sedimentary. Mm-hmm.
Right, sedimentary layers of below the seabed. Originally like microquakes, or the pulse detected in the intervals. The 26 seconds were explained by wave activity in the Gulf of Guinea in West Africa. Special depth conditions of the geometry of the ocean floor and the coast have been pointed out as possible cause due to how the waves hit and create a renaissance on the seabed, and they could propagate as the earthquake waves in the Earth's crust, says Oglen. He continues to explain the volcanic activity has been cited as a possible explanation, but no trace of active volcanoes have been found in the sea in the area. A third explanation can be found in the latest study published in the renowned journal Earth and the Planetary Science Letters, which state that the fluid flowing through fractal uh, fissure, fissures, networks, and sediments under the seafloor. This has caused the tremors, said Auglin. So the floor getting toe up from the flow up. The rocks and the crust move from the Titanic plates. The regularity of the pulse may be due to special conditions due to the Gulf of Guinea seabed consistent with the water-rich segment layers that are under pressure. Due to the sediment loading from the Niger River and the water pressure increasing in the seabed below, the pressure differences leading to the water flow cracks in the seabed like the hydraulic pump.
Hydraulic.
Oh, that's a hydraulic, I'm sorry, where the pressure increases in a certain point before release as a trigger. Oh, yeah, it's knocking it loose. The regularity of the pressure buildup is released, and that's what produces the tremors to be recorded as the pulse, where the
On the
seismometer,
seismometers.
yeah, globally.
Seismometers.
So, yeah, the pulse on the seismometers globally. The pressure difference can be amplified by wave activities over the Gulf of Guinea. In this sense, the new study unites previous explanation for wave activity and the movements in the upper part of the Earth crust, says Auglin. Auglin emphasized that none of the three explanations have been tested well enough. This will require thorough underwater survey in relevant areas in the Gulf of Guinea, as well as measurements to identify the exact source of quakes. Yeah, that's some real deep diving. That requires a submarine or something. That's dangerous.
Well, yeah, they do, and they have technology.
Yeah, but that's during an earthquake or something. That's real dangerous. The fact that the Earth has a pulse every 26 seconds was discovered in the early 1960s. The pulse was first discovered in America
By American
by
seismologist Jack
yeah,
Oliver.
go ahead. Go ahead, read it, please.
Um,
Everything's starting to look blurry. It's starting to
who
look blurry to me. I can't tell one word from another. It's almost over.
Yeah, well, I know, and it's very interesting. So I really want you to slow down. I'm slowing down because I want to, because it's really, this is good stuff right here. Seriously. So it says, among other things, did important work in the development of the theory of the plate tectonics and worked on recording atomic bomb explosions using seismic waves. Since then, scientists have gathered enough data to determine that regular tremors have persisted beyond its first recording and form a kind of rhythmic pulse. So many pulses. According to Auglin, the Earth has many pulses. One is the short pulse occurring every 26 seconds, while other sustained pulses are those controlled by astronomical parameters and solar radiation. The pulse may not say anything about the major processes on Earth and the conditions for life, but it's undoubtedly interesting because it shows how the world is connected. And then there is something mysterious when you discover phenomena that are not easy to explain and that you have been working on for over 50 years without knowing for sure where it comes from.
This just says for your research on tonight's presentation, as far as the last few documents on the Bristol research, the Auckland studies, the study of Sanford, and the University of California studies, and as far as the letter with the acoustic signal of the helic and the track of the systematic, how you say it,
Seismic.
Right, the seismic arrays. I'm gonna put all this information in the link. And when I put either in the link on this video, I'm gonna put it in the post, and then along with probably with some
Yeah, because I
information
gotta
in
see
the
it.
videos. Yeah, I'm gonna drop all this in the information with the links, so you'll have that for these studies, so you'll be able to study on it. And so, in closing, with our the exploration on the mystic realms and through the lens of the phenomenon of space, we've uncovered a tapestry of connections with this universe in the interweave of alignment with this cosmic harmony with us. And so we know this far that the sun has formed RNA to convert to DNA in order to receive plasma. We also know that the solar signal as the wow has been heard for within the universe for 72 seconds, and it still remains unexplainable. And to this date, we know that there's no signs of interterrestrial or terrestrial existence, yet that sound still goes on today and is untold to mankind. And now we know that there's a pulse or a heartbeat, and some would call it, and it's referred to a rhythm, the world, and it's possibly the equator, and there's no way to prove it, and there's no location or no way for them to even find out the exact statement in this equator or this hemisphere. So, with that, there's no way that we can possibly explore other than the stars or the atmosphere or the planets that lead to this cosmos or this cosmetic that makes up this world to these human beings that we call us. So until then, we're going to continue to explore as above, so below with smoking conversations. Thank you for viewing and supporting. So with all the information regarding tonight's presentation, we'll be providing the link for your research. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification, and stay tuned for more topics and more conversations and content with Smoking Conversations with Sakina-Ra, brought to you by Silverback Nations. We appreciate you.
Mm-mm. I love these. I love these presentations that you do. I really do. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna figure out how to put some music to it. You know what I mean? How to have that music going. On your intro and your outro, because these are fly, and we're learning something. So I almost want to call. You know how they call it. On your end, Sakina's personal room. I almost want to call it like
Peace,
Sakina's
love.
Sakina's. We are becoming we're something about school, something about learning. You know what I mean? Because it's like this is
Yeah.
taking us back to school. This is taking us. Oh, Sakina's taking us back to school.
Well, right now we trying to just because
I love that.
on the next one, because I just want to show us as when Mighty Hebrew finally decides, but
Mighty
because
Hebrew's in a doghouse with us right now. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie.
it's a bigger connection, it's a bigger us. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We see us. You see us in these pieces. I used to tell I can say it now because I think we're coming
He's not
closer
telling
to
the
it.
truth, though. I mean, he's not telling the truth. It's like, but listen. I
No, I'm not
understand that.
talking about him. I'm talking about us. So
I'm
when we
talking about
say,
him. Though. I'm talking about him because he is a trip. Whatever. That's all I
no,
got.
my point is if we see ourselves right? Because individually, ooh, right? Because you got a whole star, a whole whatever, right? Because individually, right? Because my Hebrew's a good guy, but at the same time, right now he sucks.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh, so right. You didn't want me to
Right
say
now
he
he
sucked, but you
sucks,
can say he sucked. All
right?
right. Okay.
But either way, right now he sucks, but he's a good guy. That's still my friend. But my friend sucks.
Whatever.
But
I'm
it,
glad you know him, and I don't know him. He's not my friend for sure.
well,
I don't have no friends that act like that. And then,
he put
I
me
don't
on
have no,
spirit.
I would want to know what's going on here. Like, what's going on? You spend all that time, to be, and this is not no shade or like to put him on blast, like
Listen, if
anybody.
anybody want to come up, did I drop the link in the
But
chat?
it's like,
My
no,
thing
you spent
is,
all this time with us when you didn't have nothing to present to the collective. And then all of a sudden, you put the collective in front of us. And when we're trying to get this show together, it's like you a no call, no show twice. And then you turn around and shoot, you popping all over the place. It's like, but what happened to all of that a couple months ago? They wasn't there a couple months ago, wasn't popping then. I don't understand. I don't understand. So I can say that because he's your friend more than he is mine. So I don't have no dog in that fight. This is just an observation, from, you know, being in the mix. And it's like, okay, well, what's up with that? I think that's kind of, shady boots.
I need to smoke on that. Beat me,
Mm-mm.
stab me. You just want to
Yeah,
hurt
well,
me.
moving on. Moving on. No, moving on. I don't have to stay there. That was just,
Yeah, but you know what? No,
moving
listen.
on.
It's just it is what it is. It's like, you know, right now I need to pull out the new pen. Can we talk about the new pen? I got a whole new pen.
What new pen?
I'm gonna show you that new pen. Show you that new pen. It's all love.
I have a new pen too, but mine's is always CBD. That's why I don't be real toe up. Like I can sit and hit this, all night long and still won't be toe up. I mean,
Really?
like yeah, because
I don't
that's what
know what kind this is.
CBD is way lower
Oh,
than THC. THC be having you toe up. I can't be toe up, but just mildly
listen, this one
relaxed.
ain't
Yeah,
this one.
sure.
Yeah, this one ain't to play with.
Yeah, that's how many grams is that? 8? Oh my gosh.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Get it? Yeah, that's that power stuff, right?
Yeah.
Your ass toe up. I
Oh, how you
cannot.
going?
No, I can't. I can't.
Yeah, this one ain't to be played with right here.
I think no, mine's is CBD. And this is mine's is only seriously like this is 3 grams. So it's real mild.
This one is too though, but I think I gotta plug it up. Either one of them, it don't make no difference. I had this one for a while. This one, yeah, this one
At
I
8
had.
grams, I would have it for a while too. One puff is all you really gonna need. One puff, you was through with money.
Well,
Well,
probably
for
this one is.
lightweight,
One of them had me. I got to. Mama.
Wait. Okay, so wait, before you go into all of that, listen, we have 2 words to look up, right? It was 3, but I was
Okay.
like, I'm not going to do it. So I already looked them up. Let me see if I can share my screen, maybe.
Okay, because you might as well look them up. Let you tell that I can't read. Let you tell it I can't read, girl. Can I tell? Oh,
Sakina.
I'm sorry.
The wrong way. Sorry.
Is you over there eating ice again?
Oh my gosh, girl, you had me choking.
They're eating ice again.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Let me show you a new thing. Show you a new thing. Get some love. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Girl.
Okay, so the first word is, what is the ionosphere?
Suspicious. Look up. Oh, what the hell?
Okay, can we see that? Can you see?
What happened to my screen?
Can you see that or no? Sakina, I have the screen. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. I thought something happened, girl. I'm
Can you see that?
on a sphere.
Okay. No, you see,
Yes,
you're saying
I own a
ionosphere
sphere.
and all of that, but it's ion. Like the ions, take off the word "oh" sphere and you just have ions. Right? So
you own a sphere?
so the ionosphere, right, is a layer of Earth's atmosphere that contains a high concentration of ions and free electrons and is able to reflect radio waves. It lies above the mesosphere, and it extends about 50 to 600 miles, which is 80 to 100 to 1,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. So, um, another one they have right here, a region similar to an ionosphere above the surface of another planet. Okay, so now we know what ionosphere is, right? It's a layer of the Earth's atmosphere that contains the highest concentration of ions and free electrons.
Mm.
And
One more word
it's able to reflect radio waves. That's important
After
too.
you look up your second word, I want you to look up one more word.
Okay. So right here, non-proliferation. So non-proliferation is the prevention of an increase or spread of something,
Where is that?
especially the number of countries possessing nuclear weapons. Mm.
Mm.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, yeah. And so that's interesting. So here's that hard ass word you couldn't pronounce, like seismic. Kept tearing this word up. This is resonance. But the other word he had was reconnaissance. He had it a little bit longer than resonance. So it's the quality and sound of being deep, full, or reverberating, like reverb. So they got the similar words down there: reverberation, resounding, thunder, thundering, roaring, throbbing, vibrating, pulsating, pulsing.
Well, I definitely got a word I need you to look up.
Which one is it?
Phenomenon.
Oh.
I need you to look it up on here and pull it up for me.
Okay. Phenomenon definition. Okay. Here it is here. Phenomenon. A fact or situation that is absurd
I
to
want you to
exist.
pull it up for me. Pull it up on the screen for me, please.
It's not on the screen?
No.
Okay, let me see where it dropped off at. Yeah, it says your screen sharing. Why you don't see it?
I don't see it. I just see ionosphere.
Ionosphere?
Yeah, ionosphere. I only see ionosphere.
Yeah, because I'm looking at even on the other screen. I see it there.
Peace, nephew.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing
Hey, who's
much.
that, Jay? Hey, Jay.
Yeah, it's me. What's up, Gemini?
Can you dig it? Oh, come on in. What's the question?
You can't Google when I ask you this question.
Oh, okay. I don't have to Google.
Okay, Gemini, this question is for you. All right.
I'm here.
Come on, Gemini.
All right, no Googling. Gemini, what is an ion?
So an ion, ion, for me, I can only explain is just little particles, little electric particles in the atmosphere or in the environment.
Like, what makes them unique, though? Because I feel like there's a bunch of particles. What makes an ion an ion?
I don't know. Probably something the way that they can gather, and I'm just gathering that before. Sometimes we have things at home that are that are ionic, right? And so something about when they come together, when they collectively come together, they create this magnetic thing in the product that you're using that will make it pick up better or do all sorts of things a lot better. It's almost like giving it an extra boost.
Okay. I don't like to skip over words. When I walk, I gotta break down every single word. I cannot skip over a word and not know what it is.
That's right. So, come on, read it, because that's what I'm talking about. Why do you think I always look up at the end of the presentations, words I don't understand or words that need a better explanation? I try to at least always have one or two per show. And then you come on, and hey, shit, take it away.
I ain't the science guy, but I could read a little bit. You know what I mean? So what's an ion? An ion is an atom or molecule with a net electric charge due to the loss or gain of one or more electrons. Okay.
So I was close. Hey.
A charged subatomic particle. Okay.
Yeah, which is that, if to me, that's that blast, right? Charge, a charge. So when you're ready to blast, that's what it's blasting. But collectively, right? When all of those charge together, they create what? Fire or whatever pushing out. That's that coming together to be the thing it's gonna be and push out with that mega energy, that thrust.
Okay. Okay, I'm just a student here. I'm here to learn. I'm tuned in. I'm listening.
Listen, Jay, I told Sakina, this should be like Sakina's back to school, because this is what essentially, when we're learning things like this is like the adult version of some of the things that we may have learned in class, but not on this level.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like this. I'm enjoying myself thoroughly.
Right. Can we get that screen back up, or is it just me? Where's that screen at?
Which one? With the ionosphere?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I got to share it again.
Where's Prophet Man? I thought he was gonna come up. I seen him in the chat.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. Can you pull up images? If you don't mind, can we go to images? I just want to get maybe a visual will help me better than a definition will help me.
Let's see.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So they got Earth's ionosphere. That's what we were talking about. So then let's see what some of this is talking about. I wish we had a video. Let me see. Do you guys mind if I find a video?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So I can't see the topic. It just says Sakina-Ra's personal meeting room. What was the topic?
Right. So we were talking about the hum aka the pulse.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna change the topic. I'm gonna edit the video in the YouTube. I don't know how to
Okay,
do
so this one is
it. But
okay. So they got a few ones here. 51. Okay, the layers is about 51 seconds for this video. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's see.
During the day, the sun expands the ionosphere from one layer, layer F2, to 4 layers, commonly referred to as layers D, E, F1, and F2, which expand downward to around 40 miles above the Earth.
that's funny.
At nighttime, the loss of solar energy reduces ionization in the atmosphere, and the ionosphere returns back to one layer, layer F2, that remains between 100 to 125 miles above the Earth. This daily change in the ionosphere is called the diurnal effect.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, that's great. Because
Yeah, let's go to this one. Let's watch this one too, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Well, we was talking about the core next week. This is pretty deep.
Okay.
Oh, that's deep. That's so interesting, isn't it?
Remember, I kept trying to ask somebody what was the fears, and they didn't know. This is ridiculous.
Oh wow. Okay. That was really, really good. Like seriously. So, what I was gonna say was you don't need to edit the video because we got this word. How we got to here was from the video itself. Because it kept mentioning that word over and over and over again. So then I decided to, look at what was the ionosphere, since that was one of the words too that you were having, trouble with. Why not look it up? Let's see what it actually is.
Well, it's
So
great because it only goes into what we were going to talk about next week anyway. Because we're talking about right. The ozone layer.
No, they didn't call it the ozone layer, Sakina.
Well,
They
it's
called
called
it
stratosphere, but well, they call it the ozone layer, but it's actually called the ozone layer. I don't know if it's another word for it, but it's actually
well, I
called
guess when
the
you do the presentation, we'll find out, right?
yeah, yeah, um, yeah, because it's a lot going on with it. But either way,
It's a daggone shame. Deal. Jay, come get your auntie. Can't take her nowhere.
well, I got another one, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to talk about that one. I'm
Okay,
saving that one for last. So I'm gonna go with this one, and then I'm gonna go with the other one last for the
you know
Big
what,
Bang.
Sakina? I think we should rename this back to school. Smoking conversations with Sakina-Ra. We have back to school Saturday sessions. That's the bomb, girl. Shoot, you can't listen. Thank the Lord for technology. We getting all this education for free.
Listen,
I'm with it. I'm with it. I am so with it.
listen. I'm just
I really,
fortunate.
I really am.
I'm fortunate. I'm just
This is
honestly fortunate to have enough sense, to be able to be blessed to be able to have enough sense to put something together,
facts.
right?
I agree. No, I agree.
hmm And the fact that I can read, maybe not publicly.
I thought we had
Okay.
this conversation
Stay
earlier.
on that. Stay
Mom
on.
was busy talking. Listen, he was telling all the truth. He was like, my mom would be making up words. I'm like, I know. I know.
What did you say, Jay? I can't with her.
Nah, I was just gonna say, it's one thing to be able to read, but it's another thing to be able to comprehend what you're reading. So, for example, some people like I could read an Arabic script, but that don't mean I know what I'm reading. I just know what the letters come together and what sounds they make. That's why I think we should never skip by a word and we don't know what it means, because then to me that means we don't comprehend what we're reading.
Yeah,
We don't have
facts.
to rob you to. We don't have to rob you to beat you.
No, we don't have to beat you to rob you.
No, we don't
Um,
have to rob you to beat you. We just beat you.
but Jay, you know what? You're correct though, right? Because I mean, seriously, I believe in that.
Listen, let me pull up
Again,
the word
and I
for
think
this.
we should. And this
I'm
is why
finna
every
show you how.
presentation
I'm
we
finna
have
show you
been
how
learning.
wrong you are, nephew.
Say that
Yeah.
I'm
again.
finna show you how wrong. I'm finna show you how wrong you are. Watch this.
Go ahead. Because I remember when I was in school, we would always have vocab words, like the keywords in the stuff we was learning, and we had to know the definition of the words. I should
Right.
never be able to put you on the spot, Gemini, and be like, "What's an ion?"
Yeah, but but it didn't use ion, it used it ionosphere. So we were just going by what the presentation. So now if you want to come on here and be debative, okay, the next time this
You better
next
say
for
it
next
like that.
presentation, then I got you. If this is what we gonna start off this smoking conversation, then we doing this. So the next presentation, the next go round, you pick out a word and ask me what it is. Guarantee you I'll know.
Okay, perfect. Remember you said that. I'm gonna pop up like Batman out the smoke and ask you what that
Who you
word
gotta
means.
pick like that, man?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We
Now
only
I was
speak
close.
English.
Don't act like I
I
was all
think
the way off on the word either.
I think no, you wasn't. You was half there, but
Thank you.
it wasn't
Thank you.
simple enough for me to understand, because I'm very elementary when it comes to science. So I need it just the same way you would tell a child what an ion is. I need it just like that, because this ain't my subject matter. But we only speak one language. Most Black Americans, they speak one language. Why can't we master the English language at the very least? If we're not going to be bilingual, trilingual like everybody else, we at least need to be masters of English.
Yeah.
That's not too much to ask.
Well, hey, little by little. I mean, to be honest, we're sitting here, this is a learning moment. So, whoever comes on and, want to jump on and say, hey, let's, push that learning bar up a little notch, push it up a notch. Then so be it. Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, I got that from the Moors. Yeah, I mean, you got to know what every word means. You got to be able to break down every word. You got to know the root word. You got to know the prefix, the suffix. You got to know the whole word. I got that from the Moors.
Everything come from the Moors. Everything come from the Moors.
Right. Nothing come from Africa though, but everything come from everything else. The Moors.
The Moors ruin everything. The Moors did this. The Moors did that. I'm so sick of them.
But yeah, I say that for me though. Like, I'm someone that's more so in the realm of like history, social studies, maybe math. When it comes to science, I really need basic fundamental concepts, definitions, and teaching. So I'm giving that criticism just for people like me. I know you guys doing y'all thing, but I tell truest all the time, when it comes to science, I'm a baby. When it comes to Christianity, I'm a baby. Y'all got to teach me like a toddler with these concepts. That's how I learn from the ground up.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has a different learning style. And so, again, if the criticism or the feedback, we're not even going to call it criticism, it's feedback. So if the feedback is, this is where we're going to raise the bar for our learning for our Saturday, school session, then so be it. It's okay.
Right.
It's all good, right? This is a body or a collective that, wants to learn. And if, like you're saying, if you have to learn it from the ground up, that means you're taking your time. So then we're taking our time and we're doing what we're doing. We're growing at the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's all good.
Shame. I'm trying to do what I gotta do to get this picture right. So I can
You got a picture you give me a show?
Yeah, I gotta get it right so I can it's a long story. It's a long story. I don't know what to tell you.
So what's the consensus right now when it comes to global warming? Is this still like Al Gore said? I think he said who said it? Was it Bush, Al Gore that said it ain't what y'all saying it is? It's just a natural occurrence. I think that was Bush that was trying to downplay it, and Gore.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not for sure, but they've been pushing that narrative for a long time now, right? Because they really don't want you. They don't want to panic the world, but in the same breath, the world is not stupid. I mean, are they really the sharpest knives in the drawer? Let's think about that. Some people would say yes because it's our government, and I would say no because the government is comprised of the people. So who's sharper? Could be iron sharpen iron, but
Yeah, but y'all don't think global warming is not true?
I don't know. It just snowed. It just snowed here 2 days ago. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, damn, it's still snowing.
And I told you the sun was out when I said it was going to be an early spring because the sun was staying out past 5 o'clock, and we was only in January. Yeah, and I kept saying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is one of the reasons why I truly believe it's true, is because um, too much is going on. You having too many side effects for you not to believe it's not true. You cannot 1 minute say summer salt, the spring equinox is doing one thing, and then say global warming is not the effects of another. Right? So these two things don't mix, and then you can't say that uh, um, you can't say that the eclipse is finna say one thing, and then global warming ain't effective the same thing. You see what I'm saying? These two things all go together. You know.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not. Well, see now, right there, I'm not sure of that. Just because we just saw that stratosphere, the sphere chart. And I forgot just that quick what they call that whole thing. But the Earth's ionosphere is what it's called, and so it has 4 layers. Those 4 layers are those spheres. Right. Okay, so
those 4 layers
global warming to me would affect us inside, inside of the lowest sphere, right? And then we're talking about
we're talking about plates that stack up like this.
If you say the eclipse, right, the eclipse is different because whether we had global warming or not, global warming is not, is not affecting us in a way where if we don't have it, we would die, or right now the level that it's at, we're just fine, right? But if the sun, the moon, or the earth was to be affected, even it's different. That is what we need for survival, total survival. So I don't really think it's the same
thing. This is why we're saying it different, because when you see the spheres, we talking about 4 levels, right? The body has 7 layers of skin. Warming. Okay, right. So this is why we're going into it, because the body has 7 layers of skin, but when you looked at those spheres, it only had 4. Now we're talking about the sun, and we're talking about the ozone that protects us from the sun. It also protects us, that those 4 layers protect us from the sun. We're talking about radiation. We're talking about those 4 layers that protect us from that. And we're talking about that ozone layer that's doing that. Now, once we talking about this layer that has maybe a crack in it, a hole in it, that's thinned out, that's damaged. So we talking about that. So once we start talking and getting into that, then we can talk about once that gets damaged. Now we talking about our inside of this now. Once we get inside of this layer, once we get inside of these 4 layers, then we start talking about everything inside of that before we get to this right here.
No, because the video
that's why we get into that's why we got to get into the next video. That's why we got to get into the next video.
Listen, that video said, even though those layers, what's surrounding them is a very thin layer, right? They do not come down or up from each other's atmosphere. The atmosphere that they're on. It did not say it mixed. It said even though it was thin, because
those are titanic plates.
Hold on, let me finish. It's telling you that because it's thin. So forget a crack. They're saying it's just a very thin layer covering it between them all. So you don't need a crack for it to go into one atmosphere to the next. That's very true. But it's not true.
We're not talking about an ozone layer either. Once we get into the ozone layer, we're talking about a whole nother thing. But when you're talking about a titanic plate, that's underneath that we're talking about a titanic plate. Those are equator layers under the Earth's crust. Listen, the Earth's crust is not the same, and the titanic plates in the Earth's crust is not the same as the ozone layer, right? Okay, listen to me. Go ahead and read the articles and get into that part, because we're talking about two different things, and I don't want to lose.
Yeah, we are talking about two different things, because you said global warming. Now you reneging on that.
Global warming and dealing with the ozone layer is still, it still has something to do with tectonic plates. It has something to do with all of the Arctic warming. It has everything to do with longevity with volcanic eruptions. It has everything to do with earthquakes. It has everything to do with the sun radiation and all of these things. That's longevity. Those are longevity things. If the sun and we lose our ozone layer, those are longevity reactions. The reason why they were saying all of that in the beginning, this was long times ago when they was talking about, this is why they changed aerosol sprays and things of the long time ago. Remember I told you, that's why I was seeing if I could get that person to come and switch to a different topic, because remember I told you when I work for Citizens for a Better Environment, for clean water, clean this, clean this, clean this. I skimmed the thing to not talk about that and just go with this, right? Because not to get into that, because it does get into that. Come on. Ultraviolet rays, radiation from the sun, ozone layer traces. Come on.
Okay, but it's just the atmosphere only, which is, like I said, in the earth. It's just the earth. It's not going into them
I just told you the titanic plates was dealing with the bottom, even though it does affect.
But the titanic plate is not reaching up. That's
but
down.
I said eventually. I said eventually that is going to be a longevity effect, Gemini. What do you think happens when the sun dries up the water? That's going to be a part of the effect. That the water is going to dry up. All of that's going to have a effect. We're not going to, the greenery is going to dry up. All of that's going to be an effect. That's what makes it global warming.
Okay, let me ask Copilot, what is global warming? What is global warming? Because maybe we don't know it right. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Gemini, are you really asking that question?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when Sakina explained it, sometimes the way she explained it, I got to make sure I understand it the way I understand it. So yes,
it starts off with the melting of the ice. Look,
what is hot food? What is cold weather? What is a red sweater? Come on, you know what global warming is?
No, I don't, because here's a lot of other definitions for greenhouses, right? For global warming. You know, some of this I knew, but not all of this. No.
Look, ocean's gonna melt and burn up. Ain't gonna be no water. Everything it's over. The sun gonna burn it up.
Ain't gonna be no more fish in the ocean. Sakina.
The sun gonna burn it up. That's what's gonna happen.
The sun is gonna burn it up. Okay. Okay. So I didn't ask GPT, about any causes.
The ozone layer is a crucial part of the Earth's atmosphere. It's located in the stratosphere, the second layer of the atmosphere. You see what I'm saying? This is why I said we was gonna go into it. You see what I'm saying? Because that was what we was going into.
Oh, they're saying,
Because
or I think they're saying the stratosphere creates the ozone. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? The ozone layer is
yeah,
on the outside,
because
I
it
believe. It's
protects
on
the
the
earth.
outside.
Because it
You see what I'm
protects
saying?
the
Because
earth.
we're
So
talking
the
about four
stratosphere
layers of
protects the earth.
skin.
Yeah.
Right, because we are talking about the body has 7 layers, but the ozone only has 4 layers, and we talking about these layers of skin like cancer. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we was connecting. I like when you said as above, so below. That's why I told you to keep that on there when you put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it when you put that on there. I said it was a good connection.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to keep it because that's the kind of where I was going.
Yeah, but no, we can't keep it because it didn't match nothing we were saying.
No, it matched
I
everything
understand
I
you
was
wanted
saying,
me to keep it. I understand you wanted me to keep it, but keeping it
but
was not.
no, it does. It's going everywhere I'm going. It's still going where
No,
I'm
it's
going.
not.
So
That's just like you told me when we were
I
talking
don't
about
know why
physical
not.
health. It's a heartbeat. It's a heartbeat. I said,
It
it
is
said
a heartbeat.
heartbeat one
They said
time.
it was a heartbeat. They said it was a heartbeat. In the end, it was
No,
a heartbeat.
no,
No, in
Sabrina.
the end, they referred it to a
Mm-mm.
heartbeat.
See, this
No,
is why I'm
in
sitting here
the end,
double checking to see if I understand what you understand.
no,
Because you
in the
say one
end, they
thing, and
referred
this
it
is what I
to a
typed up the
heartbeat.
first time. And I
In
said,
the
Sakina,
end, they referred it to a heartbeat, not me.
no,
They
I only
did.
just said that one time in the whole 28
No,
pages.
the man himself, Jack, whatever his name was, he referred it to
Right.
the heartbeat. That's in his
Yeah.
paper, not
But
me.
that wasn't the gist of the presentation. Was no, just because they called it a heartbeat don't mean they have provided proof that this show should be
Listen,
called the
they referred
heartbeat.
it to the hum. It's 4 scholars in there. They referred it to the hum. They referred it to the pulse, and they referred it to a heartbeat. What I put in the thing was called the hum, aka the pulse. I didn't say nothing about a heartbeat.
Oh
But
gosh,
what
you
I
sure
did
did.
gratitude
That's why I
was,
put it up. And I said,
but
like
you
your
put
pulse. You said, yeah, like they take in the hospital
exactly, and
when they
so
measure
therefore
your
that's
heartbeat.
exactly, and you did exactly what was needed. It was
Oh God.
referred to as a pulse. It was referred to as a pulse, as in a heartbeat. It was referred to as a hum. Everything that's on that flyer is everything that was said. So was it misrepresented? No, it's not. It said was the earth was heard to have its own heartbeat, metaphorically, yes. So is it misrepresented? No. Smoking conversations with Sakina-Ra. Leave it alone.
Okay, check.
Leave it alone. As above, so below.
You know, Gemini gonna leave it alone. You know I'm gonna leave it alone. You already know.
Right. It said what it was supposed to
I wouldn't
say.
dare. What wouldn't dare?
It said what it was supposed to say. And that's all it was
I feel
said.
you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Now,
feel
can you
you.
pull
I
up my
feel
word?
every
Because I can't pull it up myself. I need you to pull it up for me, please.
what
Please,
word?
please.
What word?
Phenomenon. Please pull up phenomenon. Pretty please.
I could have swore I did already.
Hey, Cosmic Girl. Yay, pull up the word for me. This is a word I need Jay to understand.
What word is it?
The word is phenomenon. The word is no num.
Pheno.
Phenomenon.
Nobenon.
Right? But if I was to break this word down, it's a fact, it's a situation observed to exist or happen, especially one who cause an explanation is in question. But when you break this word down, it is P-H-E-N, fen. O is P-H-E-N-O, and then it's M-E-N-O-N. So it's fen, menon.
Feminine. Oh my gosh, you saying feminine. Wow. Only you.
I don't mean like feminine. I mean like
Right.
fin the menon.
Oh man.
Menon. Right?
Oh, man. Hey, it can be feminine. Look at that. Look at the second definition for it. A remarkable person, thing, or event. So it can be feminine for phenomenon. Yeah. I'll take that.
Right. So finning the men on. That's what women have been doing. Finning the men on.
Oh.
Every time you turn around, she's been taking up for this man, talking about how wonderful this nigga is, how great, how art. She been telling you, oh, he don't do this and he don't do that. Shantae's got a man at home. And next thing you know, she getting a phone call at the end of the song. So we need to stop finning the men
take
on.
Your auntie nowhere, Jay.
We can't keep finning the men on until you know that you're right. They fended the men on the mountain and called them forefathers. And somebody said them ain't your pappies. So I just want you to know, nephew, words are power. That's why after a while, they had to make a medicine for the phenomenon. They called it phenomenicin because they started giving us headaches. Phenomenon. Just want you to know. I don't know if they made anything for finning women. Oh, they did. What you call it, Gemini? Finning women. Finning women in. Hello? What happened? Frogs? Crickets? Stella? Hark, who goes there? I am alone in Sakina. Welcome, Sakina Fasela. Why do you leave your celestro? Y'all want to know a lesson? Y'all want me to do a lesson? What do y'all want to talk about? We can talk about anything. We could talk about nobody want to talk about the P. Diddy situation. That is going incredibly horrible. If we can talk about the P. Diddy situation, we could talk about who finna pay for that bridge again. One more again, y'all.
The richest 1%, the black 1%, the richest, the wealthiest 1% black in New York.
Yes, who you think finna pay for that bridge? The Baltimore Bridge.
Oh man, I don't know enough about it.
I'm gonna tell you enough about it.
Pull up the I mean, like what? I mean, seriously, I don't know enough about it either. My own stuff, to be honest.
Let me pull it up for y'all because this bridge is serious business.
I know they blame them damn Indians for no reason at all. That's what I do know.
Ooh, that was some horrible mess. Let's see if can we find it in action.
Jay, what you doing this weekend? Are you going to work? Are you going to work on Monday?
What's Monday? Why
The
you say
eclipse.
Monday?
The total solar eclipse.
Oh, what's
Lots of
the
people are staying
significance?
home. I'm taking off that day.
Why? What's gonna happen?
Well, for a person like yourself, nothing much. But for the rest of us, everything.
Jay a player. He just he be what's happening? Jay don't tell nobody now. He be like, what's happening? I'm running Silskin. I'm lost. What's going on? Wake me up before the
But what effect is it gonna have on the Earth? Like, is the sunset gonna be a different time, sunrise a different time? What's going
All
on?
right, Jay, here it is.
Well, I guess if we were psychic, we could tell you. But since we're not psychic,
can y'all?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Look at it. Oh, let me see if I can find it on the news.
Let it play. Let it play. Let it play. Let me see.
Look at it.
Hey, lucky no cars was going across that. Oh shoot, there is cars going across.
And there's people working on it.
Yeah, there's lots of cars been coming back and forth through that thing. That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
What the hell?
Look at that.
I want to know, was there any cars driving across when that happened?
6 people died.
Yeah, and it fell on that damn ship too, right? Whatever was passing through, whatever that was.
Yeah, that's the cargo.
Yeah,
that's
cargo
ship. That's the actual cargo. That's the BNO. That's the BNO.
Well, tonight we are learning more about the efforts to clear the bridge before.
After the Mayday call went out from the ship, the MTA dispatched crews to try and get all drivers and workers off of that bridge.
Despite their efforts, there was not enough time. Tonight, you can hear those efforts for yourself.
Wow.
I need one of you guys on the south side, one of you guys side, hold on traffic on the Key Bridge. There's a ship approaching. It just lost their steering. So until you get that under control, we got to stop all traffic. I'm around to the south side. I'm holding traffic. Now, I was dragging, but we stopped prior to the bridge, so I'll have all outer loop traffic stopped. 10-4. Is there a crew work on the bridge right now? K9-1, but let me stop traffic on this site right now. Yeah, if we can stop traffic, just make sure no one's on the bridge right now. I'm not sure where. If there's a crew up there, we might want to notify whoever the foreman is, see if we can get them off the bridge temporarily. 10-4. Once the other unit gets here, I'll ride up on the bridge. I have all interloop traffic stopped at this time. Once you get here, I'll go grab the workers on the Key Bridge and then stop the outer loop. 213 dispatch. The whole bridge just fell down. Start, whoever, everybody. The whole bridge just collapsed. Dispatch is direct. Do we know if all traffic was stopped? I can't get to the other side, sir. The bridge is down. We're going to have to get somebody on the other side of the Anne Arundel County MSP to get up here and stop traffic coming northbound on the T Bridge. C-13, I'm holding all traffic northbound.
It's absolutely chilling. Governor Wes Moore has credited the swift response by those workers for saving additional lives from being.
Yeah, that's deep.
Girl, that is way the fuck out. Like, oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Seeing it like that, that is like, I just thought, in the beginning, maybe a piece of it fell off. So I didn't really watch it no more, but I didn't see this. Now, you got groups of people who can't even get to work. If they had to cross that bridge in order to work, you talking
Man,
about jobs.
screw work. We ain't worried about going to work. We're taking a day off.
The day, in order to get a bridge that long, you talking about, man, that's FEMA right there. That is, listen, you better hold everybody damn jobs until this bridge.
I don't even know how do you reroute. How do you even reroute?
You don't. No, they halted. That's a halt. Girl, that ain't no reroute.
Yeah. Take you an hour to get another route across that lake or river, whatever it is. That's an inconvenience. Might have to take the train.
All right, is it a
I don't
train?
see how they're gonna take the train because the river separates both islands, right? You wouldn't have a river in between if it was all one landmass.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a giant river, the reason for the bridge in the first place, so then that is a major highway of transportation to get probably into the big city or the bigger city.
Yeah, it's got to be a train or something. Yeah, it was a train or something because remember we said that's B&O Railroad, right? Listen here, son. Listen here. Diddy and Jay-Z about to pay for that. Listen here. We do not own the rights to this music. We've been around. We've been around. Listen here. I'm just saying, listen. Somebody gotta pay for that. And the richest two people in New York, they say, is P. Diddy and Jay-Z.
Oh, that's bananas.
And both of them on their way to jail, and they got enough money.
Thing.
You know what? Everybody that's getting ready to go down right now, because all the music's gonna take a big hit. So everybody on YouTube, I think I might try to be a YouTuber and make me some YouTube. Everybody, finna be YouTube famous singers and shit, because music is over. Everything is over. You can't trust politics. You can't trust music. You can't trust Hollywood. All the music everything finna be underground. You're gonna be watching movies like this. Who made the potato salad? Mama, did you?
I can't stand you. You got that from that damn movie. Mama, who made the potato salad?
Jay, did you take your shoes off in the living room? Grandma wants you, Jay, with your funny self. Ha ha. This is how bad the acting gonna be. I mean, it's just like that. Give me my book back, silly. Ha ha. Everything gonna be this. Listen, this is serious. You can't. Hollywood is over. Now music over. We didn't listen. What's left?
It's not over. Things are never over. Things reset. Things are never over. Because if that's the case, time would always be over. Right? Since we get to the numbers that we started at, time is over. But nothing never really.
People ain't had nothing to do with time. People ain't had if people had something to do with time, everything would be over. People ain't had nothing to do with time. Whew.
No, what I'm saying, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is nothing ever is really over. By the numbers that we set time at, time should be over all the time. And so I'm saying it's never over. It just resets over and over and over and over. So does life.
That's why I'm so glad people ain't had nothing to do with time.
People does have something to do with time.
Messed up.
Because we set it at 60 seconds. You don't know if that's correct or not. You don't know. People did do that. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm
People
saying,
did
and
that.
that's why time was messed up, and that's why they listen here. That's why people did not invent time, and people started messing with time, and time got messed up. But guess what? Time and time again, but people ain't had nothing to do with time. Time was already. Woo. As I'm gonna do, I'm catching my breath.
Mm. All right, my phone timed out. Is the charge is gone, and so am I.
Hey, nephew Marquise. Listen here, I had to catch my breath because people
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
give me
leaving
that
you. I'm
either.
leaving you with the OGs. If Marcus is in the chat, Prophet Man was there. Jay is here. Yeah, I'm leaving you with
Jay
the
Sleep.
OGs.
Listen, Jay Sleep.
I'm getting there. I'm getting a little tired.
Listen here. So it's about the time to go. Look, time is of the essence. Yes.
That's
So it's
hilarious.
been a wonderful time. I appreciate everybody for showing up tonight. Who is that?
That was
That's
me.
probably okay. Well, again, I appreciate everybody. Everybody. Nephew, I always appreciate you for showing up and showing out.
You already
Yay!
know.
Yes. So, are we beating up people tonight?
I don't know. I'm a little tired. I don't know right now. I might get a second wind and get up. I don't know.
Right.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Sakina, call me. If Jay get a second win tonight, later
All
on,
right.
even if it's at 2:00, 3:00, call me. I'll hang with y'all. That's something I don't normally do. I'll be knocked out because I be tired. But I'll get up and hang with y'all later on.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
dude.
take serious beat downs and
Okay. Fools run up to
all right,
get
well,
beat down.
Shannon Hotep to everybody. Gemini, you
Peace.
got some words? Jay, got
Peace.
some words? No words?
No
No
words.
words. Shimon Hotep.
All right then. Hey. All right. Shimon Hotep, everybody. Thank you all for joining.
Good night.
Good night.
Sakina.